So there was one more. I think this is red versus Danny, because I think we've seen all that. This is the only other two Khorne forces left. Because we saw Super versus me, we saw Papa versus Cathay, so this has to be red with the Herald, and that does mean it is Danny with Skarbrand, because I know that one. So they're a little bit slower. We got a big kind of mobile force here. Guess we'll look here. Fleshhounds, Fleshhounds. Triple Fleshhound on the left. The rest, red's kind of default Deathball. I am not sure why this happens. I see lots of people doing it. Like, columns are not a good way to be marching your forces, especially your fast movers. You could do a box, or you could do wide. I don't see. That's just asking to be caught if you're that super narrow. Or cut in half, and then your force will never. If you get hit right in the middle and your half goes on either side, you'll never escape either direction. And this I had a talk with Danny about earlier. Just yeeting the blood shrine in all by itself against stuff. That's just not helping anything out. Okay, I had the blood shrine clicked. Like, just give me. So where is it? Yes, so it suffers from that. So, alright, does have encourage. Does have gore feast. But then you get this. Totem of endless bloodletting, so you give everyone melee attack and leadership around you on top of the encourage. See, that was a cool trick, but it's just not enough forces. You're facing a Deathball here. Like, that's just not a good idea. Like, I do like how he has a majority of his forces up here. Again, we see another column formation. I'm lost on why they keep going that way. I've seen multiple armies do that. So, must be some way with how they're dragging and dropping. These Warhounds are that way. That mobile force that was up here has been kind of scared away and is coming around on this side. So, we do have Warhounds on either side. Yeeting the blood shrine in. I do kind of get the idea behind this. He's just trying to slow down these fast movers, but I don't think this is quite enough. Warhounds capture fast, but that wasn't going to be enough to stop. I like this, rotating these Warhounds back instead of keeping all your forces up there. But where's Skarbrand going? Did he bring in any Skarbrand's other abilities? Does not look like it. So he does have that augment, that augment, that augment. Okay, so he doesn't have like the breath or weapon or anything. He could have stayed in there a little bit longer. His main threats here are, where are they? This minnow contingent over here with the cultist and the herald. So what did he just pop here? Oh, there they are. Oh, these are both passive abilities. I should relearn everybody's abilities, but that would require me playing the game other than these tournament weeks. Keep running with the Warhounds, Danny. Keep running. Run back around. So, Skarbrand is going to kind of play Ring Around the Rosie. And Danny did bring in the Hellforge host, and it is just collapsing this flank right now, all by itself. It's gone through the warriors. It's now fighting regular bloodletters and fleshhounds. And he's up to 81 kills. This is really impressive. Like, unsupported doing that. Up to 90 kills. Taking on kind of 3 units on his own. But this kind of attracts the unwanted attention. Once Skarbrand goes that way, things start to rotate. Everybody will go around with this ring around the rosy. And I think this is where we see the Hellforge hosts kind of start falling apart. Yeah, they're just getting their heels nipped as they run after other things. And that's really unfortunate because they were doing a really good job. I just kind of chopping down this whole side of the Deathball, and then over here it's Pitchfield, but now there's some bloodletters here. This is just not going to go well for the armored forces of Khorne. Skarbrand is just trying to get away from some minnows with great weapons. But this is the end of him here. Because he turns around and he decides he's going to run back through the minnows, or try. And he has mass to get through them. But that is not the way you want to go when you have all this open field to run around in. And while I'm casting here, Subway is sending me coupons for 15% off. So if you have their app, you get that coupon almost every single day. Yeah, this is not good for Skarbrand. Running from minnows where he's barely getting away into other units. He really should have gone this way. And I believe at this point, we can kind of speed it up. Danny had started to recapture up here. Or he did, sorry. I'm wrong. He did capture up here. He has Fleshhounds and Cast Warhounds. But these charging with columns. Like, this is why you don't put units in columns. Don't know how you guys are doing this. Stop it. Stop. 1 unit of Fleshhounds just took out Fleshhounds and Warhounds because of columns. Danny has some more spawn coming around. Bloodletters. And more Warhounds. Do not charge the Warhounds into the front of Bloodletters. This is not going to go well for you. Poor life decisions here. And you have more weight there, but that weight is just not going to live for long. And that will fall to red. 0.2 is reds. Danny's doing everything in his power to keep red off of 0.1, but there's just not much. These Warhounds can continue to be annoying. So we'll go back to speeding it up, see if there's anything else super interesting. Just tattered forces. We do have some regular bloodletters coming in here, but I think this is the end of this flank. Blood crushers coming in. And technically Danny still holds this point. But he has lost 0.1 completely. 0.2 is just, there's no way that's falling. And he's behind, so the early fighting around here was good, but I think once Skarbrand started doing his laps, and specifically when he ran the wrong way, that was the very end for Danny. Oh, what is this? More Warhounds. Yep, just trying to hold it. But red gets the trip cap.